Hi everyone, it's Victoria, and I have some huge news this week. Finally, it's time to drop the bomb. Now, what do you think it's gonna be? Right now, I'm up in this glorious attic space above my garage, and see how much storage there is here? Yeah, so I'm trying to find lots of moving boxes because we are moving in just basically 2 short weeks. We've known for a little bit, but yesterday we finally got approved for a house that we're going to rent down in the Orlando area. That's where we're going. So it's bittersweet. It's mostly positive, but there are a few negatives, of course. One, I know I'm not going to have this glorious storage space to put all our boxes in the next place. And yeah, so we put our house on the market. Hopefully someone will buy it ASAP. It's been on the market now for, I think, 17 or 18 days. So we did have one offer that we actually had to decline. It was a contingency based, like they had to sell their house first, and their house isn't even on the market. It has now since been on the market, and our realtors weren't sure that the price they were going to ask was actually going to be doable, where they were actually going to sell it. So, and then they came in 50 grand under asking, so shame on them. We would have negotiated had there not been a contingency. So it looks like their house is getting a lot more interest because it is priced a lot lower than ours, so there's more buyers that way. So hopefully they can get under contract and then resubmit a better offer, because I know they're still interested. And then we had another family that really liked it, but they did not actually give us an offer. They said that they had to go over numbers, so I'm assuming it was too much. So yeah, so right now, so yesterday I started packing, and it was September 1st, and I thought, okay, now I have basically 2 weeks till the movers get here. So I started in the living room and got all that we have built-ins, and I packed up all like books and decor and stuff that we don't use. It's nice to have, but I'm trying to get rid of the stuff that we don't need to use on the daily. So now today's project is the dining room. All of our china and crystal, and I already did some decorative plates and some crystal bowls that I had some boxes actually in the house. So I'm going to work on that today. And so I have a big pile of flat boxes, and I'm going to start organizing them by room. So I'll have that. We also have a mountain of moving blankets, so those come in handy a lot. One time we moved from Vegas to San Diego, and his company paid for it all, but they said, the movers asked us, can we use moving blankets? And we said sure. So they charged us a whole bunch of money, which was charging the company for moving blankets, and then they were ours. So we've had to haul these around, which is they take up a lot of space, so I don't know where we're going to put them. We could always sell them, but I know that we'll move again if we're going to be in a rental. And yeah, so we move around a lot. So right now, I'm going to get my boxes, and then I'll talk to you later on the reasons why we're moving. So I'm going to get busy and hop to it, because Dean is upstairs for quiet time, which is only like an hour, and Edward is in his bassinet, hopefully sleeping now. Just fed him, so we'll see. So I gotta get these boxes now. This is the mess of boxes that I will be packing up today. And there she goes, all the way up there. Okay, so I thought I'd share with you my homemade pizza dough recipe. It's pizza night. So we're gonna Skype here in a few minutes. So first I'm just gonna make the dough, let it set, and then it can rise during our Skype. And then after that, I'll go ahead and take the dough out and put the toppings on and put it in the oven. So I got 3/4 cup of warm water. Then next is 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. And then we're gonna do 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. I got the yeast in a bulk pack a long time ago, and it's lasted me forever. So I filled up multiple jars, and I just kind of guessed with the 1/4 cup. So now that has to start bubbling and activating. So I'm just gonna stir it up. Cover it and wait for it to bubble 5 to 7 minutes. While I wait for that to activate, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the dry ingredients. So this is actually called a Silpat. It came with a bread making kit I got for Christmas one year, and this thing is just wonderful. It's great for preparing breads or anything, because I mean, yes, I could do it on the counter, and I know a lot of people do prepare their dough on the counter. I just get weird with, you know, whatever I spray and stuff on. So this I wash every time, and then it keeps all the mess pretty much just in this one area. Okay, so the dry ingredients are as follows. I'm gonna do 2 cups of flour. 2 cups of flour. I always leave my flour bag out because I'll need it for dusting and stuff later. You're never done with your flour. 1/4 teaspoon. So again, I just kind of eyeball it with the 1 tablespoon. Most of the way full. Okay. Next is 1/2 teaspoon of spices. I like to do, or herbs. I like to do oregano. I think that is wonderful. You could do rosemary, thyme. You could do all the Italian seasonings. I mean, molasses. Another 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. The beauty of making the dough yourself is actually it's pretty cheap with all the ingredients. It tastes really good and fresh. And you know exactly what's in it. So no hidden nasty ingredients. I'll just kind of mix this up. Take an eye. We're not bubbling yet, so I'm gonna keep this covered. Eventually. Okay, I see some bubbles. So now we're gonna dump in the dry ingredients. Use my KitchenAid mixer, which I love. Put on the dough hook. And then for doughs, you can only go up to about 2. Actually 4. And we're just gonna let the mixer do its magic and knead it into a little dough ball for us. And then I will just cover it and let it rise during Skype. And voila, time to see the pizza dough. So we had a good Skype conversation with the family, and now it's time to shape our dough and make our pizza. So you gotta put a lot more flour down. It's very sticky. A lot more flour, bottom, but it definitely rose, so that's good. Get it nice and floury. There. And it's a very stretchy dough. So you're supposed to Yeah. And go like so. Woo, what a mess. Now there's no, it's pretty hard to make perfect. So I try to, if I make it real bad like I just did, I'm probably going to reshape it. Let's see, put some more flour on it. It's just so stretchy. Yep, okay. Failed. If you fail, try again. I don't know why this is so sticky today. Maybe there's more moisture in the air. It does look, it did rain today. We don't have the windows open or anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I've got my helper here. Yeah. So he's in his little tower, which is great. He watches me, he doesn't really do a lot. He was whisking the eggs at one point in the morning for breakfast. Yeah, it's quite sticky. This is not working out, is it? I'm just gonna try to, I think I left it too long. Normally I only let it sit. Of course, now that I'm filming this, it's not working. You also have to flour the pan that you put it on so that the dough doesn't stick. That's very important. I've learned the hard way. Okay, let's try this again. You're supposed to toss it out, but you know what? I'm not having luck doing that. So I'm going to do it not the proper way at all. I'm going to use a roller. Yeah. See if I can do something with this. I'm going to say it's because the weight of the baby's on me and it's not making it easy. But right now, this is very difficult. I think it's like I feel rushed. Can't rush the dough. Okay, so now it's time to finally tell you guys why we are moving. My husband actually has his own reasons, which I won't really dive into, but I'll tell you mine. And so a little backstory, we bought 11 acres back in the heart of the pandemic. It was 2021 early. and we just were craving some land, the self-sustaining lifestyle. So hence we got chickens, and we started trying to grow our own food, which was not exactly, that was not successful. I know it takes many gardeners years to figure it out, but this particular area, the Panhandle of Florida, is very difficult. There's so many pests. Anyways, so yeah, we were just kind of looking for a different lifestyle, one that we had never tried before. We were always in suburbia or cities, you know, and we've lived all over the place, internationally as well. So yeah, I started craving the non-country lifestyle, mainly after having kids. It would have been fine if I didn't have children to tend to 11 acres of land. But now I have no time for it. And my husband isn't interested in the land. He wanted the land for privacy and a buffer zone for sound and stuff, to not hear our neighbors and everything. But moving to the country, you give up a lot of conveniences. We are spoiled from where we've lived with all kinds of conveniences, and we even lived in Las Vegas, where the town itself is 24/7 and everything's open for, you know, all night long. You can get good food. And so we felt like things were really lacking, and a big thing for me is I'm a new mother. I do have my brother and my sister-in-law around, but they live over an hour away, so it's not like I can't just stop over at their house all the time. I was not able to incorporate into this community very well. I tried. I went to a couple of mommy things, and nothing really stuck, which is really sad. It takes a village to raise a baby, and now children, and I've felt very isolated and alone here. I have my husband, but I don't want to put everything into just him and that relationship. That stresses it too much. I need to build other friendships and have other stuff going on. And I just saw a future with no community here, as well as because it is small town, there is limited things to do. Sure, you can drive an hour away and find things, but I don't want to always have to drive an hour to go do something fun with the children, especially as they get older, and good school systems. Not that, well, you know, we don't know if we're going to put them in school or not yet. Play it by ear, see how things are going, but I wanted to be, you know, in a nicer area where things seem new and shiny, and just everything at my fingertips. Lots of parks, lots of natural things to do outside, which here it's so wild if you go outside. We have so many snakes on our property. I didn't want to use pesticides because we have chickens and I want to have organic eggs and all that. So I did not treat the yard, which is a ginormous yard, with pesticides, and now the ants have like overtaken us, and it's not fun outside, and you get all this land to enjoy it, and I feel like I can't enjoy it. So that's the main reasons for me, is I need to find community. I want opportunities for the boys, conveniences, more than one choice of, you know, grocery stores and everything around here. Yeah, there's a couple mom and pop restaurants, but it's primarily fast food, and that's convenient, yes, but it is not the best for you. So I'd like some more healthy options as well. And that, in a nutshell, is why I want to move. My husband has his own issues, and of course, you know, career and career progression is a big thing for him, and he was able to find something that aligned with him much better. So we're out. I can't believe it. We really didn't expect this. This is a shock. We invested into this property. We put a lot of time and effort putting long-term expensive items into this place. So we're really hoping that it sells soon and it sells for a good asking price. I know this market seems to be a seller's market because of everything going down. But because we are away from everything, it's going to take longer than normal to find a buyer because they're going to have to be willing to drive if they want to go work, you know, at one of the military bases nearby, or, you know, a big city or something like that. So here's hoping, and that's the big news. Bomb bomb. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you know when I drop a new video. Since I'm not consistent, I need to work on that. But obviously, with moving a newborn and a toddler and packing things up, I'm not going to be consistent anytime soon. And then after we move into the new place, give it some time, then I'll start potty training again. So we're just going through a lot of change and a lot of stuff happening, which, I mean, should be interesting if you're following my journey. Yeah, lots going on. So you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.